Good afternoon, traders. It's very good to see you again. I have a very special video for you today. As you can see by the title, we will be reviewing and deep diving into Hantec Trader. Now, they've been on my watch list for a little while now, and yeah, it's good to get a review down and see what they recommend and see what their programs look like. So let's have a little look into their website. Right, so we are on the official page of Hantec Trader here, and instantly looks very, very nice and clean. Yeah, very good home screen here, and maximize your gains with up to 95% rewards. Now that is fantastic, right? Official partner of UFC, fantastic, big fan of the UFC, so that's always good to see. 4.3 star out of 5 on Trustpilot and 4.5 star on Prop for Match. So very, very good reviews and everything like that. It's great to see, right? You've got simulated balances from 2,000 to 200,000, so any size really. So if you're looking for a smaller size account, that's very good, or the larger size account here, very good indeed, right? So let's look at what they offer here. So one thing I will say about the instant, any of the instant accounts, unfortunately, they do not provide a instant account for residents of these jurisdictions, right? So the UK, Mauritius, Hong Kong, or Singapore, right? So yeah, it's a little bit of a kick me, right? But their 1-step, 2-step, and their 3-step look very good, right? So if you're not from them countries that are listed, then yeah, I'd definitely go ahead and get yourself a an instant account with these guys because they look very good, right? Let's look at the instant 24. Let's jump on a 50k here. Obviously no profit target and a time limit. 24 hours from your first trade, right? Daily loss limit of 2%. A trailing drawdown maximum total 3%. And 95% reward split, right? So that's fantastic. Right, reward frequency once time limit complete. So that's fantastic. Weekend hold'em, no, not an issue for me at all. I close my trades before the weekend just to stop any potential gapping or spread of the open on Sunday night. And you've got a consistency here, right? A 15% trade consistency. Not an issue, not an issue. Right, let's jump onto the light. Right, so this just jumps up a little bit here. 3% daily loss limit. You've got a 5% maximum total loss, all good, and a trailing drawdown. 95% split again, and a 14-day frequency payout. Right, so you can add on and do a 7-day if you wish. I'm sure that will cost a little bit more, but that's not an issue at all. You got a weekend holding is no, and a consistency again of yes. Usually with instant accounts we get that, so it's not an issue at all. Right, so let's jump onto this one. Right, so it's going to cost you a little bit more. So what I would usually do with these sort of instant fundings is get a little bit of a smaller account, let's say 10,000. Here we go here, right? Profit target, of course, no. Daily loss limit of 6% and a total loss of 6% and a trailing drawdown. Again, 95% reward. All good. And again, 14 days or a 7-day add-on. So, yeah, that's all good. Again, no weekend holding, still not an issue. And a consistency is taken off of the instant funding on the bit more of an expensive one, but it's definitely worth looking at if you do not like the consistency. So it's got an option for all these traders, right? So for all of us, it's not an issue. All right, so the 1-step express, right, here we go. Profit target on the 1-step is a 10%, so make your 10% and you can pass that account. So that's not an issue at all. 10% is pretty good. Daily loss of 5 and a maximum total loss of 6 with a trailing balance drawdown. 95% reward split. Again, 14 days with a 7-day add-on, all good. But on this one, you can actually have weekend holding and still no consistency. Right, so that's, I do like the idea of a 1-step there. That is a very good idea. And let's just have a look at the 2-step enhanced and enhanced X, right? So we'll start with the enhanced X. So for 50k, that gets you a $299 program cost, so not an issue at all. It's not expensive. If anything, it's more on the lower side. So yeah, profit target first phase 8%, phase 2 4%, so 12% total. So that's all good. Daily loss limit of 4%, maximum total loss of 8%. And on this one, the difference is you get a static drawdown instead of a trailing. So yeah, if you're a fan of that, but for me, drawdown is not too much of an issue. It's just you don't want to be over leveraging yourself on these sort of accounts. So it's not too much of an issue. And up to, again, of 95%. I will say 80% is the usual, but you can get 95% if you add on. 14 days again for the reward frequency, or you can have that 7-day add-on. A weekend holding on this, but there is a consistency on this one, right? So let's jump over to the enhanced. This one, it just bumps it up, right, to a 15% instead of a 12%. So phase 1, 10%, phase 2, 5%, right? Not an issue at all. The only difference, what I can see, is you get a larger daily loss and a maximum total loss, and you also get no consistency, right? So if that is an issue for you, if the consistency, they do offer you that additional, right? So you can go and get a two-step here with no consistency. So again, definitely helps us traders out, and we can pick what we like here. Right, jumping on to the endurance free step, right? So profit target of 6%, free per stage, right? So yeah, 6%, 6%, 6%, right? Daily loss limit of 4%, maximum total loss percent 8, right? Static balance on a drawdown again, and up to 95% profit split again, reward frequency 14 days, or you can pay and have a 7-day frequency. This one, weekend holding, is a yes. Minimum trading days is 3 per stage, so 3 minimum trading days, so that would usually be a 0.5%. I'll double check that, and no consistency on this one, but that's a very, very good price. $189 for a free step for 50k, right? That is very good indeed. Right, so that's the programs. Right, so just looking into the rules on these 1 steps, 2 steps, and 3 steps, right? A hard breach, which means that you violated either the maximum daily loss or the maximum total loss, which then you will have to fail the challenge, unfortunately, but that is understandable. A soft breach here, right? So that is a very good rule here. Soft breach is a rule which is broken, would close the trade that in breach. However, your challenge is not stopped, right? So you can continue to reach your profit target. That's always good, and no trading period. So yeah, all the rules look very good. Right, yeah, I was correct, right? So you get an 80% reward split, which can be increased up to 95% with the purchase. So that's all good. What we will do, we'll take a dive into the scaling plan as well, because I like the idea of a scaling plan. Right, so Hantec offer you a scaling plan, so that's always good. So say you take a $25,000 challenge with Hantec, you can then essentially pass that challenge, and they will offer you to either scale up and then pass the challenge again. So you'll scale up to 50,000, or you can take the 25,000 live account and start trading like that, right? Or you can just, like I said before, 25,000 into 50,000, then 50,000 if you pass that, go up to 100, 100 up to the 200, right? So very simple. Right, so just looking at the rules on the instant funding here, right? So you'll have to have a minimum profit of 3% of the account balance must be achieved before you get a payout. So that's not an issue at all. Yes, I was correct. The minimum profitable days, each phase requires a minimum of 3 days with at least 0.5% profit generated. So just a heads up on that one. That's not an issue at all. But yeah. Okay, traders. So I thought I'd just quickly jump onto the dashboard and just show you how smooth and clean Hantec Trader's dashboard is. So we've got all down here: dashboard, contracts, programs, competitions, and so on, right? Withdrawals, program history, certificates, all these bits. So I did opt in for a 2-step enhanced without consistency and 100k challenge. So 2 steps, so I need a 10% to pass and then a 5% to pass the phase 2. So I will be keeping you updated with how this goes. Yeah, it looks clean. You know, I've got a profitable trading days of 3 to pass. And yeah, like you see here, it shows you all the simplicity of balance, equity, profit target, daily loss limit, and max loss limit, right? So if you go below here, you do lose the account, and then that's your daily loss limit, right, as well. So if you go under that in 1 day, so on, you lose the account as well within this time since inception, right? Rules are all down here, so it's all pretty self-explanatory, all simple and just there, right? So that's what we love to see. As you can see, I don't have any trades currently. I will be trading this account and trying to pass it, so I will update you as that goes on. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So my overall analysis on Hantec Trader, they're very, very good. I'm definitely going to be purchasing an account myself. I'll leave a link in the description to Hantec Trader so you can check them out yourself. Do a little bit more of a dive if you want to, but I'd definitely recommend these guys. Yeah, their reviews look very good. They're 4.3 on Trustpilot, 4.5 on Prop Firm Match, right? So that is insane. Very, very good indeed. I've heard nothing but good news with Hantec Trader, if I'm honest. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be purchasing an account myself. So I will definitely update you guys with how that goes. And yeah, so good luck with trading. Definitely check Hantec out. Fantastic looking prop firm. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that myself and get myself an account. So good luck, traders. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.